before we went to Five or Below, little man he just racked up on everything. Like he got a whole cart of everything. I went to Target and everything, and we get into the WWE section, and of course, I was just talking about Trick Williams being a United States champion, and little man already had like the WWE and the World Heavyweight replica titles. So I was asking him, which one you want? You want the Intercontinental or you want the United States Championship? And he was like, I want the United States Championship. Whoop that Trick. And I was like, you know what? Hey, I dig it. Yeah. And then of course, he watched a whole bunch of Seth Rollins videos of him being United States champion. So yeah, we went out and just pretty much all day long, man, all day long. So
That's the
yeah,
fun
that was
about being the dad. I think that's
yeah,
the cool part, bro. Because like I think we've talked about it, especially we've talked with Brian on it. We get an excuse to watch cartoons. We get an excuse to watch certain things now. And it's like, I mean, we're grown men, we can do what we want, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to just stick to watching something like that. But now we got kids now. It's like, hey, I can
yeah.
sit here and watch these cartoons and not feel like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to be a virgin the rest of my life. It's like those different things. But
Yeah,
no, man, I'm
yeah.
trying out this Cody Rhodes ice cream thing. That's pretty good.
Okay, I'm gonna save the jokes till later on, though. All right, all right.
Yeah,
Man, look here.
good not
Hey,
bad.
hey, it look like it's good. It really do. But
There you
nonetheless,
go.
man, we are having a discussion, man, with everybody with the chat, man. Of course, we're gonna get into it. I was actually waiting on you as well, though. But we're gonna get into all the WWE releases and everything. I want to make sure I pull them up and get all the names one by one. But nonetheless, while we on the topic, as we talk about the NXT call ups, man, and who you feel like has the brightest potential of them all, though. So Ruka is awesome, definitely has a bright future, and the company agrees so will be a game changer. Warren, man, how you feel about So Ruka, man? Actually, making her debut last week on Monday Night Raw, taking on the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan,
Yes, sir.
and her also, was one of the finalists in the Royal Rumble this year, I believe, with Liv Morgan as well. So, yeah, do you feel like, as I, go down all the list, though, but So Ruka in general, though, how you feel about her in the main roster?
Um, I mean, her style is going to be a lot different than most talent. So Roka, I mean, she's jumped quick. I think when she had her heel run on NXT is really where we really got to go. I'm really engaged now. I mean, she's got a good look, good body, blonde hair, all the nine. But her in-ring ability, I'm scared because the way she works in that ring, man, it's either she's gonna be a phenomenal talent or the girl ain't gonna hit 4 or 5 years. I mean, like the way she's wrestling. But I mean, her in-ring ability is gonna bring some creativity, especially to the women's roster. Uh, I think the biggest one, shocking. Actually, I'm not saying it shockingly. Blake Monroe going to SmackDown. I think
Oh,
that's going to be
yeah.
a huge asset
Hmm.
to start off the Women's United States Championship run, get that to go up a little bit, or even more important, get her into a run for like Money in the Bank or something. I would not be mad if she already gets jumped up quick off of that. Uh, I mean, remember what Blake Monroe did with Tony Storm. I mean, in reality, that saved AEW, in my opinion, for a while. Tony
Yeah.
Storm needed someone to really go with her. And I think this one, now you're going to see Blake Monroe go with Charlotte, go with Alexa Bliss, go with Tiffany Stratton and stuff like that, man. That's going to be interesting. But
Yeah.
the men's standpoint, Ethan Page.
Okay.
Ethan
Okay.
Page, bro. I think if they do it right, Ethan Page can be the biggest heel on SmackDown.
Okay. Hey, look here. But just to dial back just a little bit, though, I definitely agree with you on, So Ruka. Uh, when they had the show NXT, I think Level Up, and there was a couple of clips that got out of there of her finisher move, and I was like, yo, whoa, okay, who's she right there, you know? And then of course, you know, her start, you know, she started leveling up on the NXT main show, and you know, definitely took on a life of his own. So I definitely think she's going to be, no doubt, a bright star on the main roster. And you mentioned Blake Monroe, who was definitely, I feel like for real, she could have skipped NXT, but I think NXT as well
You need
really
to go to
helped her.
NXT. I really wish we did do the show that when that happened, when AJ talked about, you know, he would have really felt some type of way if they put him on NXT, and then 6 months later he would be like, I wish I would have been on NXT just to get him
Mm,
prepared for the differentiates of WWE wrestling compared to everything else wrestling. Um,
mm.
I think NXT really does help that. And it's not even a downgrade if you go to NXT
No,
nowadays.
it's
I think
not.
that's what a lot of people got to understand.
Not because if
Wrestling,
you like look at
wrestling and
Jade,
WWE wrestling are two differentiates.
and you're
Everybody
right,
I've ever been in the
but
ring with, they talk about their tryouts and stuff like that. They say it, man. It
check.
is a different animal.
You're right. You're right. Check this out though. Like, and to you know, Jade had her best match of her career at WrestleMania.
Hands
But
down.
you look at Blake Monroe, right? Phenomenal women's wrestler. You seen what she did at NXT when she was Mariah May, and now you know here in WWE. If you ask me, I think Mariah May slash Blake Monroe could be a really bigger superstar than Jade Cargill. You know, I think it was so much buzz surrounding Jade and her physical physique, you know, and how she looked, and obviously where she was coming from, that, you know, it was a blockbuster news and everything like that. And, you know, Jade, boom. Yeah, she made pit stops in NXT. She didn't wrestle. You know, she was on the television back screen, but you know, backstage or whatever like that. But you know, they shot her ass right up to the main roster. So I mean, like NXT, going to NXT is not a knockoff whatsoever, though. You know, like you know, but you know, we seen guys who have sort of, you know, went through the process on the main roster instead of just being down in NXT. Regardless if she, you know, did or didn't, though, I think she would definitely be a phenomenal addition. And it's kind of funny in a way, too, because now we're bringing up these ladies. Like, what was these ladies, you know, ladies that when Jade was women's champion, which we needed someone to actually go up against her, you know, and now we got some, you know, new faces, I guess, for, you know, Rhea Ripley, which is also cool. Speaking of more new faces, which I think would do phenomenal as well, though, because I
Blake
really
and
love
Rhea
her.
in a match would be good.
Yeah, Blake and Rhea would definitely be cool though. But I think I'm gonna enjoy it for the time being right now. I don't think it's gonna be long, but JC Jane, you know, and Fatal Influence making their debut, which I
Yes,
know
I was
they're
about to
gonna,
say, yeah, JC Jane
yeah,
and her whole group, I
yeah,
think
they're
could
gonna
really
they
be an elevation, a
yeah,
big
they're gonna
elevation.
make a splash in the tag team division as well, and as well as JC Jane going after the, you know, women's, you know, championship and everything like
That
that.
women's
So
roster is stacked,
yes.
stacked. Even though they got a lot of releases that came from the SmackDown realm, but I mean, in reality, the only shocking one was, in my opinion, was Kairi Sane. Just because Kyrie's on TV every week, and you know the thing with Oscar and all that. Now, when you get Blake Monroe added in, you get Sol Roca added in. I know a lot of people felt some type of way. It's not the LA Knight treatment that they got with Roman Reigns with him. It was a great jump for Sol Roca to get in there and go and face the women's champ. I think it really showed elevation to really show a talent, show the roster if they haven't seen her, because you got to know NXT audience is a lot different than the main roster
Yeah.
audience. So to really get to capture what Sol Roca did and stuff like that, I mean, you can't duplicate it. And more importantly, there's not a lot of talent that go that style like Sol Roca. I mean, you got
Hmm.
Tiffany Stratton, you've got Io Sky. I mean, Io just lives in the air or points at herself. But I mean, there's just different things, and I mean, there's so many different styles on that women's roster right now. So many, and even better when Chelsea Green comes back. So it's like
Mm.
there's a lot of elevation that they're going to be able to do with that women's roster. Just SmackDown alone,
Do
I
you
mean,
do you
is
feel like they
wow.
will ever give Chelsea that chance to, go
If
after the
she's if
women's
she stay
championship?
healthy, man, if she stay healthy, I really believe Chelsea might win a Rumble or something this year.
That would be awesome.
I would
That
say
would be
wait till
awesome.
the Rumble for Chelsea to come back,
The
and if
Rumble?
she wins
Wow,
that
that's
Rumble,
that's a while from
if
now.
she wins that Rumble, and this is the same girl that came back and got eliminated in 13 seconds and was one of the most talked about things on that roster. If she comes back, have her win that Rumble, that's going to be one of the most memorable Rumbles you have seen in a long time.
Hmm.
A long time.
Okay,
Or put Chelsea
okay.
back on Raw and then have her with Becky and all them. I think Chelsea fits Raw a lot better, but
I would say so.
I mean with the women, Chelsea is more not an enhancement. I want to say Chelsea's more in that mechanical standpoint. She's a hybrid. She fits in with any type of person that you want her to go with. And there's not that many people on that roster that could really you just put them together with anyone and it be a good a production, good show or something like that.
Hmm.
And I think with Chelsea, man, Chelsea's got a big future, bro. Big future. If she can
Okay.
stay healthy, man, I won't be shocked. I'm calling it now. Chelsea Green gonna win the Royal Rumble for the women.
Okay, okay, I dig that. I like that. We're gonna definitely see. I hope Chelsea Green definitely, uh, be able to break through the mid card, man. Although whatever Michael Hayes was talking about, true or not, I think Chelsea Green is way entertaining than some of these other ladies that we do see though. But hey, that would be great. We talking about the ladies. Obviously, you mentioned some of the guys though. One being Ethan Page though, making his debut on Monday
One.
Night Raw, taking on Javon Evans, which I thought that was a throwback to their story that they were telling in NXT as well, which was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ethan Page, man, I can definitely see him being a phenomenal Intercontinental Champion. I was thinking that maybe it's not too late though, but I was thinking that Javon was possibly going to get his one-on-one matchup with Penta on Raw, possibly beating him, but obviously that didn't happen. Ethan Page eased his way into a
They had
title
him win the ladder
opportunity.
match. He was not a loser for a while.
They had Ethan Page squeeze his way into a title opportunity, beating Javon Evans, and basically knocking him down a notch. So Ethan Page, I can definitely see Ethan Page being a phenomenal Intercontinental Champion,
Oh
and
yeah.
all the great work he done on
I mean,
NXT and
and then
everything like that. It's going to be
and
great.
there's a great example. We were just talking about, there's certain ones that NXT is a very big benefit for. Would you have put Ethan Page on the main roster just based off the results he did on AEW?
No, now Ethan Page, no,
There you
because
go.
now
Same
and
thing
see,
with Sean
and that's
Spears.
and
Same
yeah,
thing with
same
countless
same
of
thing.
them.
Same. Who was the last one you just said?
I said countless of them. I
Oh,
mean,
countless
look
of
at
them.
it.
See now,
I
but
would say
Mariah May had a
Ethan
better
Page is
performance.
the next Bobby Roode, in my opinion.
Bobby Roode. I don't know about that,
I'm telling you,
man.
man.
Bobby Roode had the
I will still stand on
glorious.
this.
He had the
If he
song and
was
everything.
healthy, if Bobby Roode was healthy, that was the next era Triple H, hands down. Watch that man from his TNA days and what he did on NXT. I get it. I'm glad he was on NXT, did his elevation, whatever, but he was on NXT way too damn long because Bobby
I
Roode could have
agree.
been a big heel on that roster. He did not need to be a babyface. Bobby Roode could have been the next asset like a Triple H was. And I mean, it just
Absolutely
he
not.
was in there way too long. It was way too
I mean,
long.
I look at Ethan Page kind of like being this, version of Ethan Page. Bobby Roode sort of, when he came in, of course, he had the theme song. He was really over. Obviously, everybody knew him from TNA and everything like that, and the beer tag team and everything like that.
Beer
Uh,
money.
yeah, beer money, and. With Ethan Page, his previous, when he was in AEW, he didn't really have this. I want to say aura. You know, I guess that's what, you know, we all use now. He didn't have this aura about him when he was in AEW. When he came over to NXT, it was a little different ball game. But I feel like even, you know, Mariah May, her run in AEW and what she was doing as the women's champion and going against Toni Storm and all of that, she really became a star in a way. You know, so she could skip the, you know, NXT if, you know, if that was the thing though. But Ethan Page, definitely see him being a phenomenal breakout guy on the main roster. Or not only we seen Ethan Page, who else did we see on? We seen Sol Ruka, Ethan Page.
I don't see a lot for Ricky Starks or Ricky
Ricky Starks is another one. Yeah, somebody
I
asked me
don't
that.
see. I like him on SmackDown, but I do not see him in a main title picture.
I was just, you know, I think I'm gonna share my clips
You
too.
see it?
And you know, that's funny that you asked that too. When I was doing the watch along Friday night, shout out to my guy Kofi Weeks. And he, you know, wanted to hop on the live, and he was talking about you know, Ricky's, you know, Saints and everything like that, and how he, you know, asked me which one out of these guys do I feel like, you know, have the brightest. And also, I think it was, you know, the question about Ricky Starks too. I don't really see it just yet. You know, I think he
He's
had
Cody's
something
boy, but at
about
the
him.
same time, I just
Yeah, I mean, all of them are Cody
you
boys,
gotta
right?
get that rock
You got,
mantra out. He's got to
every,
get out of that,
all of them is Cody boys. You got what's his name? Royce Keys, Jay
bro.
Cargill. Who's
Royce
the other ones
Keys
now?
is going to be a main attraction on that roster.
A main
Obafemi
attraction?
with all them on there, man. You got Obafemi on Raw. You got Royce Keys on SmackDown. I mean, you're gonna build those two up, and you're gonna let those two behemoths go against each other one
Man, just
time.
they need to do
I mean,
something. I mean,
there's gonna be some interesting
I
things
know
with
they
that.
taking it slowly but surely though. But I feel like they should, you know,
Look at the
like
slow build they're doing with Danhausen and Miz.
slow
Danhausen
building.
is
Hold
the
up, wait a minute. Did you
third
say?
biggest
Hold on.
merch
Did you say
seller.
slow building with Danhausen and Miz?
Yes, I mean,
Oh,
look
okay.
what
I
you're
mean, I
getting. You
guess.
getting something big. You getting something on TV every week with them too, and you're engaged in it because it's building something with it. And the reality is, it's because the Miz is really putting this thing in and dialing into it, doing what he's always done best. Um, but Royce Keys, he won the Battle Royal, right?
Mm. Yeah, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
I want to
waiting. You
see
know.
more in him.
Yeah,
I
that's what I
think
was.
SmackDown's a good vic for him. I think
Yeah.
SmackDown's good for him there. Raw,
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, you got Oba right now. Ain't nobody taking that Oba flair right now. Flat out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints he got something about him. You know, he got a cool
He was starting to
personality
fall
though,
off on
but
NXT after he got that title.
you say he started to fall off?
Yeah,
Yeah, kinda.
yeah.
I ain't gonna. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
he did. So I don't know. I don't know. We
That's
gonna
the
see
same
another
thing we
one.
did when he had that in that TNT title. I mean,
Yeah.
it's and that's the thing that I think talent need to work on when they do go to NXT
How
is
did you?
yes, you got the title, you know how to chase, but at the same time, now you got to go back and tell that story to where the crowd can still invest in you after you've won the big one. That's the
Mm,
biggest thing that a lot of these talents it has trouble, and that's why we get the Roman Reigns, we get the Cody Rhodes, we get the CM Punks, because in a way you're still going to care about them after winning that big one, and they can go and continue win that big one because they still have people that have that believability in them. I think that's where we get those trouble and people get upset where we're like, oh man, they're back in the main events. It's because, bro, like they know what they're doing. And some of these talents, as good as they are not good at telling the story after they've won what they've been going for. And I
mm,
think that's something that anybody needs to do. That is a that's a master class for any pro wrestler in some scenario because you got to tell that story to, hey, believe in me to win this. And that's the same thing what we had with Tom Brady. When Tom Brady won his first Super Bowl, oh wow, that's cool, whatever. But when he started winning third, fourth, and fifth, like, all right, bro, what's going on?
I was like, what the hell is going on, man?
Exactly. It's
Um,
like, yeah, I don't like this. I don't
okay,
like this.
okay, cool, cool,
But I
cool.
will say one release that was shocking to me.
Oh, real fast before we get into the releases though.
Okay.
One more person though. We want to mention though. For the NXT call ups though, I believe tomorrow night, he's going to make his debut on Monday Night Raw. Joe Hendry as well though.
Oof.
So
Oof.
out of all the people that I just mentioned, you know, from Soul
Oh,
Ruka, Joe Hendry, Fatal Influence, Ricky Saints, Ethan Page, all of them. Who you feel out of all of them has the most brightest potential by the end of the year? You be like, you know what, man, they are definitely going to be in a marquee match at WrestleMania or a future WWE champion.
he's in his concert, right? He has his concert on Monday, right?
Yeah, I believe tomorrow night. Yeah, he got his
Good way to show
concert.
him. If Joe can bring an elevation, because I mean, everybody has been talking about Joe Hendry constantly.
Mm.
Do you still see like newer things with Joe, or do you see it as okay? I've
Now,
heard it
now I want to say this. I feel like they had to pull the trigger in a way of moving him up to the main
because he was.
roster
Yeah,
as quick as he can because you know, he obviously the song and you know, he started to get trending and hot in TNA, and then you know the WWE NXT, you know, crossover thing, that was great having him
after
on,
he
you
won
know,
the title.
NXT, you know, him coming over, he finally signing the contract. But I think that could get a little stale real fast though as well. You know, just you know, say I mean, if you book it right, maybe, but I want to see what he can do on the main roster. You know, obviously, I just hope it doesn't get stale. In a way, say his name and he appears. I mean, it could be
I
cool
don't
because look
like
at.
that part. I think that's kind of
I mean,
catchy. I get it. It gets
well,
cool for a little bit, but you
look at
gotta.
look for example, look at Danhausen though. I think
Yeah.
Danhausen, I didn't give a shit about this guy when he was in AEW, and it wasn't because I'm a big fan of AEW, you know. But when he was in AEW, I didn't give a shit about him. I'm like, oh, who's this guy? Now that he's
Just
in
some guy with paint
WWE.
on his face. Yeah.
Now he's in WWE. I'm like, okay, he's all over the place.
Dude.
He's
He's
cursing
the
people.
third top merch seller right now with Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
You know,
Out of
like,
WrestleMania weekend.
and how
Third top merch.
gimmicky his character is and what he does, and he just does the littlest, but it's so entertaining. And you know, I'm like, yo,
Remember, this is the
okay,
guy that
if it
debuted
works,
on his debut.
and just how you mentioned about how they slow building, you know, wherever, you know, towards, you know, with the Miz and Danhausen, I like it just as well as it's done right though. You know, if they do it right with Joe Hendry, I think Joe Hendry, you know, can definitely be, you know, something else. I feel like he could, you know, put out. You know, I always went back to this was my first comparison with Joe Hendry. I always say Joe Hendry reminded me of Elias. You know, Elias was the
Yes.
guy who had a guitar. You know, he was singing songs. He even had a little short EP, an album or whatever, out on iTunes or whatever, you know, Apple Music or whatever. And, you know, it was trending and he had a little, you know, short little concert here and there and everything. And I feel like that could be the same for Joe Hendry in a way, you know, but I
I
just want to
think
see how
he's
it
more
goes.
over. I think Joe Hendry's more over.
Oh yeah, he's definitely more over. Definitely more over. But just far as the character with a music, you know, had that music thing going on, you
When
know,
you look
that's
at his in-ring ability, can you see Joe Hendry main event in a WrestleMania?
you know what? It depends on the story. You know, it depends on the story. Look at Kofi Mania, man. I mean, yeah, he wasn't in the
You're
final
telling right,
match
yeah.
at WrestleMania, but you know, Kofi. Did I say Kofi Weaston? Kofi Kingston. uh, Shout out to my guy
Oh, you
Kofi.
said
But
Kofi
yeah,
Mania.
okay, yeah, Kobe made. Yeah, look at that. Like, I mean, nobody saw that coming, but the story just organically happened, and you know, like
It was
if
based
that
off of somebody
happens,
getting hurt.
yeah, really, and it was what? Who was that? Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa.
Yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, I hope that I'm wrong, but Joe. Might be Future Endeavor this time next year. Oh wow. Okay. Speaking of future endeavors, I guess we get right into it though. All the WWE release. That's
So
some of the
all
stuff I
these
was
guys,
gonna.
I really am curious how many years they did sign on that main roster, because they have to sign a new contract when they go to the main roster. They
Okay,
have
let's
to
see.
sign a new contract, and if I remember correctly, most of them, if you're on the main roster, you have a minimum of a year.
Okay.
They
Okay,
have to
let's
have at
see.
least a minimum of a year.
A
Because I
minimum
mean,
of
look
it.
at SmackDown. SmackDown damn near clean their roster.
So we got here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. About 24 superstars, man. Over a
I only
dozen.
heard of 20. There's
Uh,
four more.
maybe. Let's go through some of them though, man. Obviously, we're gonna start with the one which actually you said. I think you said one of us, the shocking one, was KARIE saying, man. I think WWE really missed the ball on
I don't know.
freaking
I think
having
she didn't
KARIE.
agree to this. I think she just didn't
Look
want to
at
sign.
look at. I still need to put on my
Bro,
clip,
she
which I
was
think I'm
on
gonna do.
screen. She
And
was on screen every week.
yeah,
They had a
but
story with her.
exactly. I need to put out my clip, which I'm gonna do it later on tonight. The whole WWE versus TKO, which it seemed like all of this is coming from the
It's coming.
TKO side, which I feel like we may get a TKO versus WWE storyline. But nonetheless, though, KARIE saying, like how you mentioned, dude, they dropped the ball on having the Oscar and KARIE Sane matchup. What the freak happened with that? Every single week, Oscar, like, KARIE, Oscar have her conversation all dramatically, and she walks off, and KARIE just, KARIE, jumping out just like,
Yeah, she just
like,
won a
come
big
on,
match.
man. Why
She
she
just won a
didn't,
big match too.
the
That's what I'm trying
crowd,
to understand.
the crowd would have got behind her if it
Yeah,
was just, and I thought they was going to
like
do
the
it
Bailey
following.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I thought they was gonna do it following the Royal Rumble
yeah.
when I think KARIE eliminated Oscar. So I was like,
hmm
oh, okay, they about to do that, but no, they didn't do that at all. I mean,
I
the
think
crowd,
it's
like I
because
said,
Kyrie didn't sign. I think it's because Kyrie didn't sign.
well, she didn't sign now. She got unsigned now, but it's so funny because it's like the crowd would
Well,
have
they
got
don't know
behind
either,
her.
so she probably thought she had to sign next week. I don't know.
That's wild. That's so wild, though. But the crowd would have got behind her, man, once she just really got enough and fed up with Oscar. And the crowd would have been like, do it, do it, do it. Hell yeah, man. But how long that would have lasted, who knows, though. But that's one that was definitely shocking, though. I think the big question out of this one, right? The whole entire WYATT 6. What's your feelings on it?
I gotta be nice about this because one of them is a good friend of mine. Even though he's plays as a psychopath. Shout out Dexter Loomis. Um, shout out to Hatchet Pro Wrestling as well. They had a big match with MFT, the SmackDown before Mania. I thought they did a good match with that. I think the only thing that hurt them is because it's a pro wrestling story. Because of what they were able to do with this, Bring of the Approach. I mean, their debut. Oh my gosh, we could still talk about it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we saw the vignettes on YouTube that Bo Dallas was doing. I mean, it sucks because this was something to remember Bray. And this was what Bray wanted. And it sucks that it didn't go to what they needed. I hate to say it might have been somewhat on the talent. I think me and you've had this disagreement before. I think it's because they were having too many matches. It wasn't that mystique aura like it was supposed to be. Like I said, the biggest downfall, it was a pro wrestling thing. This could have been the new Ministry of Darkness if it was done right. I think there was way too much wrestling into this. Their matches shouldn't have been super long. Their matches should have been like they're just unbeatable. I think certain things that came into play, I think their feud with MFT was good. I will say that. It was
Mm-hmm.
just you didn't have enough people to actually get them going, moving the boat in the way. I mean, look at this, all the factions that you had. Could you have seen the YS6 with the bloodline? No. Could you have seen them with DIY with only two people? No. Can you see them with? There wasn't no big factions to really put with the YS6.
And I don't want to cut you off here though, but I feel like the whole feud, even though it was going on for about what, right before Thanksgiving, right before Survivor
Yeah.
Series with the whole MFTs, and you know, and I thought it was real cool featuring those
It
teams,
was a good payoff
with
for
the
beating them on
well,
SmackDown.
well, 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 what I was gonna before that, I thought it was real cool how they featured the whole bringing back the Survivor Series traditional, you
Yeah.
know, elimination. You know, I thought that was cool, but it went on obviously for some while, and I think Tamatanga really said what a lot of us was thinking, like, what the hell are we doing here? Why are we going after this lantern that belongs to Bray Wyatt? You know, like it was a little weird, but for real, I felt like they put them two teams together too quick. I feel like that could have been really something really big, but to even rewind back even further though, like I agree with you saying the mystique was definitely lost. I think when you really let the cat out the bag, the cat out the hat. You really you lost the mystique of having them wrestle
So
every single week and
I'm,
everything like that.
I'm curious on this. If this was the case, I mean, let's look at overall what they did for the Y6. The Y6 got their own haunted house. I mean, shout out to them for that. I
Yeah.
mean, that was insane. I actually got to go to it. That was really freaking cool. Um, it was a lot of mystique, and I think they did with this. I think what this was to do, and don't correct me if I'm wrong. I think what they should have done in their matches, don't give a damn if they won. I think they should have just done what the Fiend did. And that music hits every time that they hit something, like they kidnap somebody or something involvement with that. I think we could have got more engaged with this. Like I said, this could have been like the new Ministry of Darkness. It's just the fact that this era of wrestling, you're focused more on wrestling. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the Y6 was a great gimmick. I mean, it really brought elevation. I mean, the one person it benefited from the Y6 is Loomis. Loomis finally got some credibility and some build up into the thing where he was getting some elevation into it. Did it really help Nikki
Mm.
Cross? I mean, I don't know.
No,
I don't
not at
know if it really
all.
helped her.
But when Bray
She
was
fit the role.
here and he,
She fit the role,
yes,
but
she
I
did.
don't know if
Yeah,
it benefited her.
yeah. But when Bray Wyatt was
Howdy,
here,
Howdy
I,
was in matches way too much, way too
that's
damn
what
much.
I'm trying to get into. Like it was Bray Wyatt himself in a way had that mystique with Uncle Howdy. You would see Bray Wyatt more than you would see Uncle Howdy. Uncle
Yeah.
Howdy, I wanted to see Bo Dallas more, in that role that, that he could, tell during this whole Wyatt Six or whatever. Erg Rowan, we all love him. He's an OG Wyatt family member. You're going to love Erg Rowan. You mentioned Dexter Loomis. I feel like Dexter Loomis, he had a phenomenal, this was great for him, but even prior to this, I feel like Dexter Loomis could have been phenomenal. He was a guy who didn't freaking talk. Like he did the
And and your
amazing stuff.
platform, yeah, yep.
Yeah, amazing stuff back in NXT when what was it, Indy Hartwell,
Oh yeah, him
and
and
even
Indy
the
was
stuff, even though it was boring, but even the stuff with the Miz though. But nonetheless, I felt like you had an entertaining character right there who could really be something. And then of course Joe
good. Bro,
Gacy,
Joe Gacy.
who was,
I don't see
another
Joe
one.
Gacy not being in WWE again. I honestly, out of all of them, Joe Gacy had a hell of a lot of potential. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, if you really give that man some credibility with his characters and stuff like that, I remember look what he did with what was that? What was that group on NXT? The Schism. I mean, that was one of the most over things on NXT for a while was what Joe Gacy was doing. I mean, this big guy, he gave you that approach to like what we saw with Bray Wyatt. I mean, I won't be surprised if we re-sign him real soon, or he's gonna go wrestle in the Indies and make more credibility. I think it would be cool to see the Wyatt Six go back and
Mm.
do the Indies and stuff like that, and really get that moment. Because I mean, in reality, these releases it sucks, but at the same time, bro, wrestling is different. You have
Yeah.
every opportunity now. If you get released by one, all right, 90 days or whatever that compete clause is, whatever, you could already do what Matt Cardona did. Already sign your dates. You book wrestling
Hmm.
matches 3 to 4 months ahead. That's how usually it runs in that way. So I mean, there's no issue with some of these things. I mean, Kyrie Zane, we know we're gonna see Kyrie Zane back on TV
Uh,
somewhere.
uh, yeah, another one, another one. We're gonna move
I
along
still
though.
can't believe they did release her, but I mean, in reality, could she be upset with the run that she had? She was
No,
big the
yeah,
whole time she was back.
yeah, this was
I'm so
Kyrie
glad
Sane's
she didn't have
second.
a pirate gimmick. I
Yeah,
couldn't
this was this
stand
this
that
was
shit.
Kyrie Sane's second run in WWE. Obviously, we seen her debut, I believe, in the Mae Young Classic.
Mhm.
Several years back. But yeah, man, Kyrie Sane, phenomenal, man. So she's definitely
I
gonna do
mean,
great
Alistair
wherever she go,
Black,
New
I mean,
Japan or whatever.
I felt like he was still very new, still there. I mean, they could have really.
Yeah.
He had a lot
Hmm.
of potential. I mean, especially, I mean, I don't see him in the main card standpoint. I saw him as a hell of a mid card
Who
talent,
you mentioned? Who you just say?
Alistair Black.
Yeah, that's the next one I was talking about. Aleister Black. You didn't see Aleister Black? I felt like that.
He's not a main eventer.
Mm,
If you give him something that he can really put his teeth into, yeah, but when you look at him, do you see him as a main roster, like
I feel
a
like he
guy
has
that
the
you could
potential to
see
be.
win a Rumble or Mania or something?
To be honest, that look, he don't have that look that WWE normally goes for, obviously, but he got this, mystique doc character in a way, a little bit. I do see him, if they put him and they book him in the right way, in the right position, and they give him the right opportunities. I think so, and put a great story surrounding him. I think so. He could definitely be
I mean, the stuff
a
that him and
top
Selena
guy.
were doing was good. I
Yeah,
mean,
shout out to Zelina. I think that is a little, crazy way, right? To you on your off day, you on live, right? And then you find out you fired by somebody though. Like,
Sean Ross doing
yeah,
what he
like that.
does best.
That. Yeah, that's some crazy stuff though. Other than them, obviously we had Motor City Machine Guns, Santos Escobar, Zoe Starks, Albert Fire, Apollo Cruz, Andre Chase, Dante Chen, Terme Steels, who won the first season of LFG, along
RJ
with
Styles.
my guy Big Man. Big Man, I can't think of Big Man name right now, but I
He
mess
was
with him. Trill London, Serena Litton, and the couple of guys are, I'm pretty sure, are developmental talents, or
Chris
guys
Island
that's in
got
NXT.
released too.
Say it again.
The guy from LFG,
Which one?
Chris Island,
Oh, that is him, Chris Allen. Yes, yes, yes. And that's, yeah, I
and
know which one.
the girl
Yeah,
that
Chris.
won LFG.
Yeah. Tyra May Stills. That's the one I said. Okay, so Chris Allen. Yeah, that was him. He was in a lot of. I see they were. I can tell they were working with him for a while, and he didn't possibly get it or catch it like guys like what's the other guy who
He was too bland. I mean, he was too bland of the character that was we've already seen. I mean, reality. I mean, let me see who else we got. We got Bo Dallas, Alistair Black,
Carly Bright. Uh,
Dante
which one is
Chen.
that?
Who's that?
Dante Chen is the Japanese
Luca
wrestler. He be in
Crucifini,
NXT. He be in
Malik Blade.
NXT.
That is was that
Malik Blade. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure which one is
was
that one
that
though. I have to look some of them up though.
the boxer's kid?
No. That's not him. You talking about
Tyrese
Holyfield?
Gatewood?
You
Yeah.
talking? Yeah, no,
Holyfield.
no, no,
Okay,
no, no.
you
That's
know
not
what?
him.
That's
No,
okay.
no, that's not him. But yeah,
Apollo
man.
Cruz.
Yeah, Apollo.
Man,
You know what? You
I
know
could
what? I
see.
think this
You know
sad to
what?
say.
I'm about to go on an AEW rant. If
Hold on,
AEW
before you
does
hold
not
on.
sign Apollo Crews, you are dumb. And
Okay.
that guy could be your main roster guy. I have said it when I saw this
I,
win on NXT. He was the next John Cena. I just felt bad. The dude couldn't do a damn promo to save his damn life. And it hurts because I
you know,
was a huge Apollo fan. Huge
would you?
Apollo fan.
I mean, I was the biggest thing I think Apollo Crews did was back in 2021, where he won the Intercontinental Championship. Shout
Yeah,
out to
with
Trick
him and Big
Williams.
E.
Yeah, and Trick Williams was one of the guys who was in his
I
background.
mean,
I think
that
Trick
was what he
Williams
did
and
with
Omos.
Ricochet.
Man, phenomenal work. When he was the Nigerian, Intercontinental, whatever he was or whatever it was. But yeah, that was cool. And he was now Apollo Crews was here for a long time. And what I was about to say is, it's no you don't want none of these people losing their jobs or anything like that. But man, you got rid of all of these guys, and we still got Akira Tozawa here. No funny. I ain't even trying to be that guy. We still got Otis here though. We still got Otis. I'm not. I'm like, really. That's what we doing here though. We keeping Otis. We keeping Akira Tozawa.
We still got Wendy Chu too.
Wendy Chu. We keeping Misha.
Fraxium. Well, you still got.
Look here. I like Fraxium though. I like Fraxium.
We got
Ivy now.
Still there.
Man, come on, man.
I don't know who that is.
JC Mattel. Why is this? That's Jeff Cobbs. That's in MFTs.
That's him. Okay.
Yeah.
Who's London? I'm actually curious of who these guys are. Malik Blade. I think I know.
Troy London. All these now sound for me. I think they some of the guys who were got signed to contracts.
I know a lot of LFG guys got released.
Yeah, that's what it is. Those are
a lot of LFG guys got released.
Yeah, though. But man, I think it comes to say that this time of the year comes around every time. And when I was growing up, man, as I didn't understand why, when I was young and, I'm watching wrestling, and I never understood why, certain superstars you see one week that you never saw again, or if, you saw them again, you see them for a while, and, not to, come to learn out that, oh shit, they were released, oh shit, they were fired, and I never knew that, and now with, social media.
Was off of Evolve. He was off of Evolve. Malik Blade. He was off
Malik Blade. Evolve, okay. Yeah, and to, social media and all this news now, and it's, so interesting to see. But Otis is over a decade strong. I mean, I fuck with Otis though. I even love the weight that he lost, man. Because Otis was big, man. He had his partner Tucker.
Strong.
Yeah,
he's like Big E. He's a white Big E, bro.
Well, then do something with his white Big E ass. Then do something with him, though. Like
they tried. You remember what happened?
What you mean? Yeah, they gave his money in the bank and gave it away to the Miz.
Could you see Otis win the big one?
Man, if they won it,
that
maybe
is
so.
Albert.
But they gave it away to the Miz, though. To the Miz. Okay. Shout out to the Miz.
I'd pick the Miz over any half of them.
I mean, I would too, but I'm just saying though, like, come on, man. What the hell are you doing, man? What the hell are you doing? Okay. All right, man. But it's real shocking. The Wyatts, KARIE, SANE, a couple of them, Aleister Black, Zelina, which I think Zelina, Aleister Black, at least Aleister Black himself, I guess.
Loved being a WWE superstar. I mean,
of course, yeah.
That's the reason why Aleister came back.
Yeah, I know. And I think they would be great in TNA. I think hopefully
they should get re-signed. And I think a lot of this talent's going to get signed.
I hopefully, and who knows, if this is all part of a story, whatever. But TKO,
that's what I mean. You got to look at the rosters.
Yeah, shove it.
So many fucking people.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, you got Monday Night Raw is 2 hours,
and then another thing that's hurting.
3, right? SmackDown's
3. SmackDown is 3. You don't even do.
You got NXT, then you got Evolve. Like, you've got so many different things that you got to do. I mean, I hate to say it. I'm glad Apollo got released because I haven't seen Apollo on TV and can't even tell you. I
Yeah, it
mean,
was a couple of months ago when and I
it
was
was
just
a
like, what the
couple
hell?
months ago.
Yeah, he came out I think to save Matt Cardona ass when I think Randy Orton was talking shit to him or
Okay,
whatever
okay.
like that. But nonetheless, man, yeah, I hope to see some of these guys land in some great places and obviously come back. Like Aleister Black, Zelina, her United States Championship run, I feel like was really short. Motor City Machine Guns, I
They
feel
were
like
the
when I
tag
saw they
champs when
name,
they first got
yeah,
here. I mean,
exactly. I felt like it was just, a thing to where they just wanted to have the
they
brand and
just
the
wanted to
name
be in
motive. Yeah, yeah, just wanted
They
them
just
in
wanted.
WWE, gave them their flowers, tag team, and just, on the way. But yeah, man, just hey, we
They're
gonna
both
definitely
strong from the
see.
beginning to the end. I mean, reality.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, yeah. SmackDown will be going back. Yeah, I know. I love it. I love it. They always go back to 2 hours in
so are
like
they still
June
on?
or whatever.
So are they on the USA Network still?
Yeah, they still on the new USA Network. So they'll go 3 hours from January to like June, and from like June to like December, it'd be 2 hours. So hey, that's cool with me. Cool with me. Cause sometimes man, it just be like, look here, bro. Like, come on. Let's get to the action. Let's get to it. Nobody asked
I
to see
will say
Alba
this, man.
Fire
SmackDown's been
versus Nishim
cooking.
right now.
SmackDown's been cooking, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely been cooking, man. It was cooking this past week. Speaking of
I
cooking,
say
because
SmackDown was better than Raw this week.
I give both of them their props
You
though.
got Oba. You had, which Oba doesn't need to say much on a mic. Keep it at the very bare minimum for him on
But you
that
know what?
microphone.
Maybe it's just me though, because after the promo and even hearing them in NXT, and uh, and I know the majority of the audience don't watch NXT, but after seeing them in
I think
NXT
they go
and
back and
seeing,
watch for him. I think
yeah,
they
but
went back and watch.
yeah, of course, yeah, I know they did, but after seeing him in NXT and everything he been, being able to talk and all that stuff like that, and even the promo going into WrestleMania that he had with Paul Heyman, it was incredible, and that everybody talking. I want to hear him. I want to hear more of him now. And I understand at that moment he didn't need to say nothing else, but Ober is here or whatever it said. But I want to hear
Uber has
more.
arrived.
Ober has arrived. Like that promo showed that man, he's charismatic. Man, this guy could talk. Man, he got a character. Like
Bro.
I want to see more of him. But
He
Ober has arrived. That's all he needed to
he
say at that
had
moment.
what 10 minutes to get down the ring, and I mean he did the strut halfway down. You had the whole crowd just sitting there like this. I mean, they just bebopping away. It was the perfect timing because I mean, you had the crowd just oh, and then they had the speaking when he's going with the whole thing. I mean, I gotta be honest, man. That might be bigger than the Yeet right now. I mean, reality standpoint right now
I
because
think so. I ain't gonna
I
lie,
don't know.
man.
I think the Yeet has died out a lot lately too, but
Yeah,
I
because
mean, that
Jake
jump that
going.
Oba did, Oba just had the spotlight on him, and he goes,
Yeah.
waits for it. Everybody's still going strong. And then when he just says the ruler has arrived, slammed his microphone down, and then the crowd just even goes more. It's like they just got more revamped. Like
Mm,
it's been a while since we've seen that. It's
yeah.
been a while since we've seen a rhythm for something like that. Very short,
Yeah.
sweet, and then it's like boom, it clicks on.
Yeah.
He just
I
beat the
agree.
Brock Lesnar. He just
Yeah.
beat the beast out of all. So I mean,
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
the
With
only
with
person that has that elevation is Gunther. Gunther
yeah.
has it in a negative way.
Nah, like with everything that we saw, with the call ups and of course Oba opening up Monday Night Raw, even with SmackDown, I thought SmackDown was phenomenal, as well though. Before I get into the last big topic here though, and you mentioned SmackDown was great, man, I just want to say once again, man, just how is it that Little Yachty and Trick Williams mash so well together? Like how is it though? Like this
You know
guy
what it
must been
reminds
at
you of?
home, huh?
You know what it reminds you of, right? Whose
Who?
house?
Oh, Swerve House. Oh. I mean,
He's a
yeah,
good
kind
hype
of.
man. He's a good
He
hype
is.
man.
He really is though. Even though Prince Nana didn't really say too much though, but I
He's
guess
over there doing
what
his
he
little
did was
rapping.
enough.
I
That's
mean,
all
you
he
got
needed to do.
just
But
rapping it off now.
Man, look, y'all, man, what they did on Friday night, I thought that was just brilliant, man. He was like, he said something about, yeah,
And he
all the
used the
superstars, all
gingerbread
this,
costume.
yeah,
That
he was
you
like,
couldn't do it.
all the
Could not
celebrities,
get through
man,
it.
is gone, and now it's post WrestleMania, and I'm still here, man. If you the anointed one, I forgot what he said. I'm something else, but just the back and forth, man, and how they was just,
They
I
killed it.
love it. Yeah, they
It
matched
used
really
to be
well.
like how Trick and Carmelo did, because Trick was the hype man for Carmelo. And
Mm,
it's crazy to say, man, like Trick, he's elevated more than Carmelo.
he
And
really is. I mean, if I was
it's
mellow, man, I
insane.
mean, I use that for motivation, but at the same time, I feel some type of way. Like, damn, this was
I
my
think
little.
Melo's gonna get some moments. I
I
really
think,
think it's
well,
gonna be that
shit. I
time.
mean, hopefully, taking too damn long, but hopefully though.
I mean, bro,
But I'm
but
like,
look at
this
the
my.
roster they got right now. Like, do you really see
But oh,
him
that's
getting
another
off
thing.
of that?
Do you feel as though the not having house shows
Oh, it's hurting him.
affect? There we
Oh yeah.
go. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
that was
hurting
my
him.
question. Yeah,
But at the same
because
time, too, it gives more life on the body.
yes, does
But
I
at the
agree.
same
Totally
time,
agree.
and I do love that WWE is focused on family now, and
Yeah,
that's something that's
and I think
never been done.
yeah, and I think
Never.
that's the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing about WWE
That was the
and
biggest thing why
everybody
everybody
else.
went to AEW.
Yeah,
Slower
because
schedule.
it's the schedule. You're only on the road on Wednesdays. Now, if you're on the lower card and you still want to do independence, of course you work in the weekends. But if you're a higher up talent, you do Mondays, and if you're booked for a Saturday collision, then that's just what it is. It's Mondays on Raw,
I mean, it's on
Fridays on
you if you're not going
SmackDowns.
in the ring and training. I mean,
So
reality.
and what I mean about that, meaning more so the younger talent, being able to have that space to where they could mess up or get to work together 3 nights in a row over the weekend.
Yes.
I'll never forget, man. I went to a house show in Baltimore, Maryland. It was a house show, and it was Ted DiBiase in the ring with Santino Marella. For some reason, I remember this match, and it stood out because in the middle of the match, Santino was running the ropes. So was Ted DiBiase. Santino Marella stops mid running the ropes, and he just looking back and forth as Ted DiBiase just running the ropes. Like, what the hell are you doing? Ted look at Santino Marella like, what the hell? Why you stop? I'm running the ropes. Let's keep going. And then the next night, they in DC. I go to the house show again. This time I'm front row, and I'm like, bro, they just did the same freaking spot last night, bro. What the hell is going on here? Same exact matches. Never understood that. But I also said I'll never go to a house show back to back like that. Because I was just like, what was the point? I didn't understand it. It
You
was so
ruined
confusing. It was
it.
so weird, bro. But nonetheless,
It's like
yeah.
he was like, oh shit! If I missed one match last
Yeah,
one, I got this one.
like what the hell? Like I thought it was gonna be something
I can
different.
go to the bathroom. I already know what's happening.
But yeah, man, I think house shows could definitely benefit the younger
I
guys, man, and
remember, I
you know,
remember Jacksonville used to only get house shows,
yeah.
and I remember the one we got was WrestleMania, which was which obviously you knew was going to be a house show. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker, and it was before
Mm,
WrestleMania 25, and we got that match. The only thing we didn't get from that match that they did for WrestleMania was the cameraman spot, but everything
okay.
else was dialed into it. And
Yeah.
I mean, those are just a great example of
The house
what
shows, man, is
I mean. The
where it was
house
at.
shows, bro, like those are the fun ones, and
Yeah, they
those are
really the fun
like the
ones,
guys
man.
that we like. We're just talking about these releases. Those were the ones that really got their chance. I mean,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's why you
Yes.
signed so many people on a roster was for house shows. Because I
Yeah.
mean, you're not going to put your main guys on that house show every single week to
Yeah.
headline certain things. So you got these mid talent that really
I
can have fun with it, do what they want to
man,
do, and have those
I
elevations. So
I'll never forget when NXT they came here to DC and they were gonna come back, but I think somebody got canceled. I think this was right around the time that COVID had, started. And but right before then they brought NXT to the Anthem here in DC in Southwest by the Wharf. And man, me and my buddy went there, and I'm telling you, it was one of the best house shows ever, man. Who was there? Sonya Deville, Aleister Black. This was Velveteen Dream was there. I think Adam Cole was there. Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Like that, man. It was
I will
incredible.
still say to this day, I wish Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
I wish Velveteen Dream got what he needed because he was the guy.
He
What
was.
we're talking about with Trick right now, that would have
Uh,
been Velveteen Dream.
just
bro.
imagine a story with Velveteen Dream and Trick Williams.
Velveteen
Man.
Dream would have been headline 2 WrestleManias already.
Yeah,
Flat
no
out.
doubt, man. And even John said he
Flat
wanted to
out.
face him too, you know, when he came up to the main roster. So it's so and he was from DC, and you know, me being born and raised, go down to Capital One seeing shows, and it was around the time they were doing Tough Enough, and he was on the show.
Mhm.
They came to do Monday Night Raw, and his mom was out there. His mom was out there going around the arena, passing out little flyers. Please vote for my son on Tough Enough, everything like that. And you know, just the fact that he said he was from DC, I was like, all right, yeah, that's my homie, Wolf, man.
Okay.
Yeah, boom. You know, that's my guy. Yeah, you know, we don't get too many guys. Our last guy was
You
Batista.
looked at him. You knew
know?
he had to be a
Yeah,
talent.
and then even on Tough Enough, he was the most educated, smart one. Like he knew what he was talking about. You know, so boom, NXT come in. I said, dude, this is phenomenal, man. But yeah, it's so upsetting and frustrating, you know, what obviously, you know, led on behind that. You know, man, he was
We're getting
definitely going to be something
EC3 and
great.
TNA now, so I
Yeah,
mean,
he did. I saw that last week. Yeah.
In reality,
What did EC3 do? Yeah, because what you know, I don't know if you want to repeat it, but I don't. Okay, all right, okay, all right, yeah, but I mean, look at Tessa Blanchard. I mean, she's in TNA. I mean, right?
She didn't do as much as EC3.
So he didn't do that. He didn't do as much. Okay, that's cool. But I mean, shit. I mean, we'll bring him back then.
He like some stuff that's
Okay, all right. We don't need to go into that. We ain't gonna say nothing. We don't want to get canceled
I ain't
here.
trying to sniffle
You know,
out
I know
here.
it's late night, but we ain't late. But yeah, man, like
Patrick Clark trained with Leo Rush. Yes.
yes, he did. Patrick Clark was my man. Leo Rush was another guy. My bro, man. For a birthday joint, I think he got a cameo for Leo Rush, paid for him to do a birthday video for me. So yeah, Leo Rush is my guy too. He from DC as well. Patrick Clark trained. And Leo Rush, his gimmick in AEW right now with the whole eyes and, you know, talking to the camera.
It's a character.
Yeah, it is. I like it, though. I like it. It's so different than everything he have done, but I like it, though. It does.
Stands out on the card. And that's something I really, and I'm going to rant about this forever. AEW is doing good. They've got certain
They are
make these matches different. That's something that I'm still
the Darby Allin and Tommaso. The Darby Allin
pay-per-view matches. It's still like I'm watching every same match. The only matches that were different was the tag match. The whole battle royal thing was confusing as hell. I was just hoping Ciampa won.
Real fast, we got a comment over on the Twitch side, though. Shout out to Twitch. Out of all the people, who do you feel like is likely to AEW or TNA?
Kairi Sane.
Well, I see. You see Kairi Sane in which one? AEW?
Kairi Sane for sure.
For
sure in AEW. I mean, whoever's linking with New Japan.
I can see Kairi Sane more so going back to New Japan. I can see Aleister Black and Zelina possibly in
I don't see them in AEW. I
see them in TNA more so. I don't know about the WYATT 6 or anything like that.
Bro.
Motor City Machine Guns, they definitely going back to TNA.
I don't know. They might be retiring. They've been wrestling for a long time.
They might.
I mean, if you really think about it, they've done everything.
Yeah.
They have.
Besides winning the tag team titles in AEW, though. And I think Motor City Machine Guns versus FTR, I tell you, that would be nice, though. That would be nice. That would be a nice tag team match.
That's it. That's a wrap.
I was just saying, man, that would be a nice match, man. Yeah, man, just all the chatter about both shows. Yeah, who knows?
I mean, Tasha still. I want her to go.
I mean, I don't. She needs some more work.
More runs.
Yeah.
Chris Island. all the LFG guys, go to the Indies and get your reps. Bo Dallas would be a great fit with Billy. I think we got too many people on NWA right now. But I mean, Bo Dallas can fit it. I wouldn't want him as Uncle Howdy. Go
Is
back to the Bo
what's my man? Is my man Damian Sandow? Is he still in NWA? I know he don't go by Damian Sandow though,
I
but
think
is he
he's
still
just
in?
on he's in the Indies. I know that.
Yeah, man, he was. I like them in. I ain't seen
But
NWA
him
in a
as
minute,
Mrs. Stuntman made him
and I think
perfect.
I think it was 2020 for sure. It was 2020. When everything sort of got shut down, AEW they stopped doing live crowd, WWE blah blah blah, but obviously TNA they were pre-taped and
Mhm.
NWA they were pre-taped, so it was a bunch of episodes that still came out, with fans that were still in the crowd and everything like that, and I loved the NWA format of how the entrance was old school. Like it was no
Yeah.
entrance, no videos, no music. They come out there was
It's
basically like
just
old
straight
school at a
promos, then right into
yeah,
it.
man,
Yeah.
like the promos, you like the little stand jump, the little podium was right there. You pull your promos right there, and the matchup was right. Man, how it went was just so well. And when Eddie Kingston was in it, Ricky Saints was in it, Damian was in it. Who
Oh
was another
wow.
guy? My guy, Nick Aldris, he was in it.
Big champ
Dude,
there.
that was
NWA
phenomenal.
10 pounds of gold. 10
Yeah,
pounds of gold
like
champ.
yeah, NWA. So I haven't got really
Mickey
into. I think the
James.
last
I
time I
mean, there's
Mickey
tons
James.
of people you can talk about.
Even Chelsea Green, like
Oh yeah.
man, the last time I seen
Matt
something,
Cardona.
yeah, man, Cardona, they had interest, and I was like, oh, yo, man, what is this? And I didn't, I was like, oh man, what happened? So I gotta get back into it, man, for real though.
It's on
But
YouTube, bro.
I know, I know, I definitely be checking it out though. Uh, One question, man. Is the bloodline back together, man? How do you feel about the bloodline possibly being back together,
Well,
man?
since you've
And
been the
do
big
you
bloodline guy, let's hear it from you first. What do you think?
Well, I don't think they're entirely back together. I feel like when we they're gonna
Roman
get
getting
back
his way.
together. They're gonna get back together eventually. But from what happened on Monday Night Raw, I feel as though we're basically starting this bloodline chapter over from the beginning, how it was in
He's
2021
adding
with
Jacob to
Roman.
it.
Yeah, but Jacob is now Jay this time. But obviously the Usos still plays a factor. I know this is gonna sound weird though, but I don't know for all the people out there who watch maybe like any television show how they do it, but for the one that came in my mind was Power. It's a series on Stars. Power, you got Power Book Ghost, you got Power Book Force, you got Power Book Raising Canaan and everything like that. I feel like that's how the bloodline story is about to be. You got Power, the original Power, which was the Bloodline, and now
Mhm.
it's about to do a spinoff of the Bloodline to where now the Usos, of course, is still gonna play a
Bloodline
main.
3.0 can't be 2.0.
I mean, look at it with 3.0, 8.0, whatever you want to call it. It's about to be basically a spinoff from the
We
original.
get
But
another bloodline
Jay,
before the Grand Theft Auto
but
6.
everybody keeps saying that. But Jacob is now Jay in a way. Although the Usos, I feel like is going to play a huge factor into all of this, though. But Jacob is going to fall in line when he don't beat Roman, and we all remember what happened when Jay wanted
Well,
to take care of his family and
I
everything
don't
like
know,
that.
man. I don't see Roman being a long champ.
No,
I
I don't
don't
see
see
him being
it.
a long champ though. But no, he's not gonna be a long champ at all. But however, though, I believe that
Do
Jacob
you
is
think
definitely gonna.
Jacob would beat Roman? Do you think he could?
No, 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 no. He's not gonna beat Roman, and that's why Jacob will fall in line. Though he's
So
not gonna
after
beat
Jacob
him.
loses, he's gonna just join Roman?
Well, you remember, right in
Yeah,
2021,
yeah,
right
yeah. I
when
know
Jay.
exactly what you're
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. Yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
that was
So
stupid how they did it though.
how?
I hate you. And then, no, the biggest thing that really was weird was when Jimmy just joined.
No,
Um,
yeah. That was a little stupid because he didn't fight. He
he
didn't
didn't
go
fight
through
nothing.
as
He
what.
threw a
Yeah,
towel, and then
yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah, even that
he
though,
won
but
the
Jimmy
tag
didn't.
titles, and then all of a sudden he was like, "Yeah, we're cool."
Yeah, Jimmy didn't. It wasn't as much as thrilling and suspenseful with the story they were telling with Jay and Roman
There's
versus
two
to with
people
Jimmy.
that bloodline story elevated: Jay, Jay and Sam, flat out.
Okay. Okay.
Roman, you knew what Roman was going to do. Roman was the golden mine that we
Well,
knew
now
that was.
Jay elevated now. So now I feel like they're going to do the
Oh
same
no, I
thing
think
with
Jay
Jacob.
died out. I
You
think
think
Jay's
Jay's
officially
died
died out.
out? No, I think
I
real
mean,
trans.
if we putting him
But the
back with the
Heat,
Usos, you
the
putting him
Heat
back with his
thing.
brother, so it's like, and then they got that new song. I'm like, dude, you
No,
just
I feel
hurt
like
yourself.
the I disagree though. I disagree. I feel like what happened was obviously Jey Uso was obviously not prepared. He wasn't ready for that. You know, all that, being that guy, being all that.
No,
He wasn't.
I
He was
think what they need
normally.
to do is reverse what they're doing with Sammy. Do it with Jay. Have Jay be the biggest heel on the roster.
But I think they
Because
will
guess
do
what?
that.
The
If you
motherfucker
guys
can't
look
get
at
tired anymore because
look,
he's not yeeting
yeah,
39 million
but
times.
but look what's going on SmackDown with Sammy though. It's cooking for him to have a major
Oh, it's
crash
looking
out
good.
though.
Yeah.
He's going to though. But over on the flip side, over on Monday Night
You got
Raw,
Jay crashing out on a podcast.
yeah, I mean, look at I don't know if we're gonna lead up to anything. I don't know, man. Or whether that was just a promo for WrestleMania. But nonetheless, though, Jay seems though he couldn't handle and WWE he couldn't handle that, And with all the internet noise, all the dislikes, all of that shit like that, it was getting to him, and you could tell it was getting to him. And they put him
Facts.
back in
People
the
are
tag
paying
team
for
because
dislikes
his
this
as
time.
a twin, he wasn't riding with him or like that. He wasn't being with him, so his safe space was his twin. Like it helps when you're on the road like that. You got some family. It helps. So he went back to being as a tag team. Do I see Jay Uso being all the way over? No, but I see a new version of Jay could be coming about though. Because everybody got their feelings on Jay Uso and everything like that. But to basically sum it all up, I feel like they're gonna have the matchup at Backlash. uh, uh, Jacob is not going to win, and obviously he's going to have to fall in line. But his cousins, I feel like, is going to convince him to fall in line to do this, man. But Jacob is going
No,
to
he
be on
might
that.
crash out.
He
He might
might, but I
crash
feel
out.
like Jacob is going to be on that. Like I don't want to fall in line, but I had to. But I'm here because my Usos, my cousins. But then eventually, he's going to be that breakout guy, though. But hey,
But here's the
we'll see
thing
how
on
it
that
goes.
too. Jacob just got out of a faction. Just got out of a faction. Do you want to instantly put him back in just to put
No,
him in a
but
big storyline?
But see, he was with his he was with other Oos, man. Solo Sokoa, man. He was
He's
with
with
him
the
though.
rules
He wasn't with Roman and he wasn't with the OG bloodline. He was with Solo and them and everything like that. When it was
When
Solo,
you look
Jacob,
at Jacob, does
Tamatanga.
he need people
No,
by
he
him?
don't need people. He don't. But just the added dramas here, the added seasoning here. It's like, man, if you frying a steak, bro, and you know this motherfucker about to be good. That's Jacob Fatu. He's the steak
Oh,
that's about to be
you know
good.
what Jacob
And
is? No,
no,
you ever
no, no,
watch
no,
Harry
funny. No
Potter?
Diddy
You
neither.
ever
No
watch Harry
Diddy. Hold
Potter?
on. Hold on. Let me finish.
Jacob's fluffy. Jacob's fluffy.
No, no, no. No, he not. No, he not. No Diddy.
He's a
No.
three-headed
Jacob,
dog. What do you mean?
hear me out though. Hear me out, man. Jacob, you know he gonna be good. Y'all know what I mean? But he's like this steak, bro. And WWE, if they book it right and they do it right, that's like adding all the seeds. You got your garlic pepper. You got your motherfucking nature season. You got this seasoning over here. You just sprinkling all
Oh,
that. He
damn,
don't
man,
need.
season is
And for
different,
real,
huh?
for real. Of course, you want some season. I know where you come from. I come from. You gonna need some season though. But he don't need that much season. But the added season that you put on the jump, take a fight too, with just him being in the bloodline, just him giving the rub from Roman
It's either
Reigns
garlic
and the
pepper or it's either
Usos.
salt. What is
He's gonna
which
be
one
dope.
is
Would you say?
it?
Hey, I ain't messing with you, man. I ain't messing with you at
Jacob
all.
garlic pepper.
But yeah, man. I mean, I think that's how it's gonna turn out, though. But hey, we'll
I think
see.
that's
We'll
a good.
see.
I
We'll
mean,
see.
I'm not wrong. It's not wrong. I think it's gonna be more than one match with Jacob. I think it could really be something. Uh, I think Jacob's gonna feud more with the Usos for a bit because I think Jimmy's gonna, like I said, man. I really want Jimmy to stand out a little bit on this, because if Jimmy never got hurt, in reality, as much as Jay invested me on COVID, that he could be a main player, Jimmy could be that and more. Jimmy's got to get the look that he's got in the ring. He's got to change that shit. He don't look like a main event star. But Jimmy, man, character wise, bro, Jimmy could have been him. I mean, Roman versus Jacob. It's the matter of what's going to happen at that ending. I mean,
yeah,
they're going to put Solo involved into something with it. Like, there's a lot of pieces that you could do with this. I don't want them to necessarily just bring the bloodline back together. We already seen it, and it's going to be that point. It's like, all right, man, it's Survivor Series, so bloodline's coming back together again. So, I mean, we don't want that either, but at the same time, let's just see what happens. Let's see where it goes. And Roman has to have people to face. So he said he's not part-time anymore, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we definitely going to see what happens,
on Netflix. Man. You got to be on that Monday on Netflix.
Yeah.
Punk
hey, seeing him more, man, I think definitely would help, man. Just seeing him every now and then, though.
Punk's new entrance?
Hey, it's cool.
He comes out of the stage, and then all of a sudden his song comes on.
Well, I don't know if that's like just a WrestleMania weekend thing or. Hey, I mean, he's CM Punk. He probably can get away with it, though. But I'm interested in this whole CM Punk Cody Rhodes thing whenever it does take place. I did like the promo, with CM Punk was just like, hey, I'm just going to stay ready just in case something happens.
Ice cream punk.
Yeah, he will. But CM Punk will have his, too. No.
We got it.
Roman just keeping that title warm for Oba at SummerSlam. Ooh, Oba. Ooh, yeah. I dig it, man. I definitely dig it.
People would be upset if Oba beat Roman like he beat Brock.
I don't think too many people would be upset. I don't think so. I think it's you can tell, man. Look at everything that's look at
my tribal chief and all this right here.
I mean, yeah, that's my tribal chief, but you gotta hear me out. You sound just like my mom back in. You sound just
Devin would break his camera.
You sound just like my mom back when 2012 when The Rock and John Cena took on each other for the first time, and I was saying I was rooting for John Cena, and the reason why I was rooting for John Cena was because of the story, not be based off who was my favorite wrestler. Now the story was you gonna let a Hollywood guy come in and beat you and leave? That's crazy, John. But on a favorite wrestler,
he called The Rock a visitor.
But on my favorite wrestler, of course, I wanted The Rock to win. But in the story with Roman and Oba, of course, that's my tribal chief. One's go to the sky. But if we're talking about story wise,
going to the sky. He's going to the sky, and he's going right back on down.
I ain't messing with you. I ain't messing with you. But nevertheless. Roman was to the sky, but Oba is you can't deny that it's a changing of the guard right now with Oba, Trick Williams, Javon Evans.
That Street Fighter movie, watching Oba just pick up Roman and
he fall from grace. He may be, but you can't lie. It's a changing of the guard right now, and I think at those period of times, I know it's sad because we all see our childhood superstars, move along, whether they retire and everything. Yeah. Even in like 2020, I mean not 2020, excuse me, 2020, 2002. When you seen Brock Lesnar come in and The Rock and Austin was transitioning out.
When Rock lost to Brock,
yeah, I mean,
I felt lost in wrestling.
Yeah, like that was another change, another guard, and another who else? Yet. John Cena, Randy Orton, they started making their debut, Batista. So, like, it's just like that, man. But I'm excited for the future, the new, in WWE and what's to come.
Just need them to be stars, not just wrestlers. And that's something that it's got to be preached.
Yeah.
You got to be the stars. You can't just be that wrestler. That's why we get the Roman Reigns. And I mean, in reality, that's why we're getting Roman a lot more on TV now. Because, to be honest, this might be Roman's last big run.
It is.
This might be it.
I believe it is.
I mean, Cody's Cody's getting there too. Punk. I mean, how many more matches Punk got in his life? Seth Rollins. How many times can Seth keep messing his knee up for just to keep this credibility up? Like these talent, this is that time. Come in there and be a star. Well, we got Trick Williams. We got Obafemi. We've got, certain ones that are really getting those elevations. We've got to continue that because right now that's why we've got the big names. Like that's why Cena was there for so X amount of years is because we didn't have that with Roman. And now we don't have a Cena the headline of ESPN no more, man. So it's time. We've got the platform. Now it's really on the talent to really get this thing rolling. Sell your shirts, do what you need to do, get this thing rolling, man, because that's the only thing that's standing. This is a big opportunity for all these guys. Like we just talked about it. It's almost that time. Cody Rhodes, all these guys, it's almost I say Cody's got 2 more years. Seth has maybe got 2. Roman, I think Roman's done after this year. I really don't believe.
We gonna wrap it up right after this. But how you feel with this scenario? Because you said you think Roman is done after this. Do you feel like Roman is going to become now after this year WrestleMania attraction?
Oh yeah, I feel
like that would.
Mania.
Yes, I feel like that would be because now until they said it at
WrestleMania Manias either too because
hear me out though. They said during the WrestleMania, obviously it was the 11th WrestleMania main event. He surpassed Hulk Hogan and all of that stuff like that. And now since he have done that and he made WrestleMania his own. Hey, why not just be the attraction? Look at this year. This year's WrestleMania was the lowest attendance record since WrestleMania 19 with a full crowd.
Because
though
it went back to Vegas. I know.
Really I get it. But what I'm saying is, though, I made that point too that they don't have that attraction in no more. The Undertaker. People bought their tickets based off of we going to WrestleMania to see the Undertaker win. People bought their tickets based off we're gonna see John Cena. We bought the tickets to see this, that, and the third. But
it's coming back at WrestleMania 40.
The Rock coming back. We didn't have that this year. So just to have Roman Reigns to be that main attraction every year now, so when people buy tickets,
Roman now we got Cody. We got Cody.
No. Cody is the guy now. Roman is the attraction. No, but Cody got some time to go. Cody ain't been in the WWE for the last 15 years doing his thing. Roman have and what he has created, and what he got, I can definitely see that though. Real fast though, did you see the Hulk Hogan documentary?
Oh yeah. The only thing I was upset about, they didn't give Brooke anything.
They didn't give her anything? What you mean?
I mean, Brooke.
Was the divorce?
Speak on the.
Okay. But I don't think she wanted it to though. I don't think she wanted to be a part of anything.
She's been saying on the podcast that she wanted to, and she never got an opportunity to do it. So I mean. The only thing I really wish people really could take a look at with Hogan, and like or love him, whatever, bro, but we talk about Stone Cold. They were the talent. They were like we were just talking about, bro. We were just talking about how prestigious Roman has been for X amount of years. If wrestling wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. Flat out. Let's be honest. Was he a great actor in Hollywood movies? No, but when we were kids, we thought it was a great movie. I still watch Mr. Nanny. Even as bad acting it was entertaining. I mean, seeing Hogan in the damn tutu. I mean, it was just like different things, and it was just at that time. I will say this right now. I want to know how Netflix said, hey, we're going to interview all of Hogan's friends and decide we're going to interview Bret Hart. Bitter Bret. Oh, my God. Bret Hart. I was watching that.
You can tell that was intense.
I'm just
doing that WrestleMania 9.
Who came up with Bret Hart wanting to be in Hogan's documentary out of anybody?
It was a bit. In it. It was a bit strange that Brooke or his second wife wasn't included in this documentary.
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute. So
his second wife wasn't included. His ex-wife was included. Out of all people, Linda was the only one in it.
Okay, hold on, wait a minute. It was 2 women that was his previous wife. Like this last wife, He was in it, and then I guess his wife
Oh, you're
that he had with the
mixing it up with
kids.
that A&E documentary.
No, no, no,
The
no,
one
no, no,
with
no, I'm
him
not.
as
No,
Jake.
no. What I saw on Netflix, I don't even think I remember the AEW. What I saw on Netflix, they said that Hogan had, when close to the end, he met another young lady, and he was like, he was looking at her, and they fell in love and everything like that, and I think they got married. They got married again, and of
That's when he
course,
started going to church and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, that's when he started going to church. But then in the beginning, the lady who was sitting there the whole time wasn't that Brooks' mom in the
That was
beginning?
Linda. That was Linda.
Yeah, so is that
Linda
Brooks'
was the
mom?
only one that spoke on anything with Hogan's wife scenario. I just hated how she played victim in this thing. That is the thing. I'm like, dude, you cheated on Hulk with a 18-year-old boy. Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
And
that was.
yeah,
She
Beefcake
only did
wasn't
that
in
to
it
rub
because
it. She
Beefcake didn't
only
want to be.
she only
He didn't
did
want to
that to
be in it.
rub it in his face because he cheated on her with
The
Brooks'
question is,
friend.
did
Brooks'
Hulk
friend when
approve
Brooks was
her to
trying to be
be
a
into
music
this
artist.
thing? That's the thing I want to know.
You
Because I
know.
mean, he was alive when she was on it. So
Yeah, it's all crazy, man.
I
It's
felt bad for Hulk because you could just tell, like when he was walking on that cane,
yeah,
and just seeing
man.
him working out and
Not
stuff. I'm
knowing all
just
them
like,
damn leg drops was really, doing
oh
something
yeah,
to him on it.
oh yeah.
You know. But yeah.
And my stupid ass, when I came back in the ring, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a leg drop, man. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm regretting it to this day.
Man, stop doing them leg drops, man. You're gonna crush them, man.
See what it
All
was,
right, you
man.
guys.
Put some pad on the booty.
What a show, what a show, what a show, man. It's 11:06 Eastern. I appreciate everyone definitely tapping in, man. The live chat and everything, man. But before we head on out of here, of course, we're going to send it over to my guy, Warren Marlowe, man. Tell the people what you got coming up, man, and where they can find you at.
Hey man, obviously check us out on Buzzing with Marlowe. We had some good content on there. We did our WrestleMania reaction thing right after WrestleMania. Go in and check it out. Uh, Dre went off about night one. I mean, it was fun, man. Also, guys, in the next upcoming weeks, I think we're gonna probably bring Buzzing with Gaming back. I just gotta figure out what the scheduling will be. But yeah, man, I got a couple of good interviews coming up as well. They're not just going to be consistently every week, but the one show that will be consistent, guys, is Commission Talks. As long as we tell you, you will get one of these episodes every single weekend. If it's either a Sunday or a Saturday, we got you covered. Honestly, we decided this is going to be a good one because we two dads, man, and
Yeah.
our kids don't want to go to bed like when they're
Tell me
supposed to.
about it.
So
We'll
takes
tell
a
you about
little
it
while
more.
to get this recording going.
Yeah, we'll tell you about it on the next episode, man, for real.
That could have been a
Cause
good gathering.
sheesh, little man was out all day though. He come back in, he think he about to have a bag of potato chips and more candy. I'm like, bro, you about to take your ass to bed. I'm about to do the show and everything, bro. I'm about to, let's go to bed. Your mama in there sleep. Let's go. Time to go. But
Dude,
yeah, man,
no
dads,
lie,
man.
with your watch along, I saw that picture, the one right behind you. I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was another camera. I'm like, oh, he's got a camera on Lil Dre watching the show as well. Because it looks like far away, the way you had your live stream and stuff, it looked like you had two cameras on it. So it looked like Lil Dre was sitting there watching SmackDown. I thought that was kind of cool. Appreciate it, Nigel. Appreciate it, Fluid.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. But yeah, man. Hey, as always, definitely make sure you follow my guy Buzzing with Marlowe on all social media platforms, man.
Shout out to Scott Steiner's son making the NFL.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. I ain't even catch no draft or nothing this week, so I've been seeing it all over social media though. But you guys, man, yeah, we about to wrap up and head on out of here. Y'all know where to find me at. Of course, it been a hectic week. My son went back to school last week, doctor's appointments and everything, man. So we're going to definitely put out an episode of the podcast show this week. I think episode 224. Beyond 11:30, we back this week. Shout out to my guy, Brian B, man. Brian B stepping away for a while, man. I think it really, the funny thing is, though, out of this podcast journey, man, that I met so many folks, man, and met so many great people that I come across, man, and then many people, some people I don't see no more, and the ones that I, do, but, Brian was obviously one of those guys that had a great head on his shoulder, and, always was killing it, everything he does. So, got to stay in contact, with certain people who definitely do their thing. Obviously, like my big head co-host right here on the show right now. Warren Marlowe, man. But that's my bro. But yeah, shout out to my guy Brian B, man. I think it's just gonna be the ladies for the last 2 episodes. We wrap it up. We'll be on 11:30 this Thursday, and of course you can catch me Mondays and Fridays during the watch alongs though. But other than that, you guys, man, we about to head on out of here. And before I do, most people come across the channel, man, throughout the shorts and everything. You guys, man, you're not subscribed. I don't know why, but it's free 99, and you gotta do it right now before it hit midnight. After midnight, you can still hit subscribe. But you guys, man, hit the like button down below, follow, share, and most importantly, subscribe. That's the whole conversation right now. Subscribe. But you guys, all right, I'm tired. I gotta get up in the morning to take little man to school. But for now, you guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Be safe, be easy, give all the glory to God, man. Won't he do it? It's just your man Dre, aka Dre on Wheels. I'm out, you guys. Peace.